で、これでミッション受けられる。ミッションについたらコンスタントに助けてもらえるから。いいぞ。バカ。約束を果たしてもらおう。おお。
Indeed, I put the white tenlin down.
Cousin, as always. Who are you? Your hand is cold as ice.
Your cousin is burning.
うん。
I know not how much time I will need.
マジか。
I've never seen such a sickness.
見たことがない。
The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
May your answers feel
なんだこいつ。聞く気全くねえぞ。また種が必要なやつ。すげえ顔してんな。はい、どうも、よるです。グリードフォールやっていきたいと思います。これから、水の試練っていうやつをやっていこうかなと思います。はい。ルート的には、これは、どうなんだこれ。まず右か。右、まず水の試練ってやつとこ行って、なんか、水で浄化されろみたいな、なんか前回言われたんで、浄化されに行こうかなと思います。はい。で、なんか、力と策略が必要だみたいなこと言ってたんで、バカな俺でもなんか、結構頭使わされるみたいなんで、なんとか知らないよう頑張ろうと思います。はい。どうしよっか。
Do you know anything about the trial that awaits us inside?
My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you about it?
A little, but it is a secret trial. It is important that you give your whole heart to it. I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response, even if it allows you to get to where you are going. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that they must feed, and there are ways of altering food to make those who eat it
食べ物に睡眠ポーションねとかつけたり。
Is that an idea that your mother used? It's clever. Thank you.
だがな、男は逃げることを知らないんだよ。ライトをつける。じゃあ相当敵が強いってことかな。
Look, they're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, they'd fall asleep.
ポーション
You did it. They're sleeping. We should be able to pass without a fight.
なるほど。これ戦ったらどうなんだこれ。へえ、いっぱいいるね、上に。こっちから行く的な。おい。素晴らしい。そんな難しいとこなのだろうか。次こっちね。何か。何気をつけて。いるね。
You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water in the basin spoke to you, no?
Yes. Exactly like the lightning-struck tree. I was something else for a brief moment.
Tell us. Visions like this are guides, keys for the sacred rituals.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up, and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the sun warmed me.
何の話してんの?
I bounced on the ground. And I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before,
クルッツ何言ってんだこいつって顔してるよ。
and I was suddenly with you again.
グレンデメ倒すかいいのこれ。俺あいつ倒すの？ はあ。え会話できんの？あ、違う、全然関係ねえじゃん。いや、関係ねえじゃん、こいつ。なんか。なんだ、関係すんのかと思ったら全然違えし。青、やばい。時間使うからな。何気に。いいぞ。青。どこそれ。やべ。このポーズあかん。もう彼岸。このポーズ。まず離れろ。お前らバカ。離れろ。バーン。俺の敵じゃねえな、お前。バーン。たわいもない。待って、海の王子だ。これ。で、こっちか。オイル？これか。
This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tearfredi, and a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of Einon Frichtemann.
いや、結局俺ちょっと試練の内容がよくわかんない。普通に戦闘で勝てるようなやつだよ。だそんな知恵を使うことでもなくね、あれは。普通に脳筋でもいけるぞ、あれ。じゃあ報告か。
They're tear too mad on Ormanawi. I congratulate you for passing the trial. Enter.
わけもわからずクリアしました。はい。ちょっと頭使うのかと思ったらそうでもないんだよ。
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern
何をもたらしたか。
brings into your mind?
わお。
A face in the mountain of Tearfredi.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters. And the island has seen inside you. You sent the beasts into a deep sleep. That was very clever. Another before you did the same. In choosing the path of silence, you avoided confronting the Dosantats. And in the end, you have forgotten the ritual and confronted the guardian that protected the seal.
どういうこと？
This says many things about you. You choose to trust the way of ruse and wisdom. It is a difficult path, but it carries generous fruits. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion. The friendship of Katasach towards you no longer surprises me.
Am I authorized to encounter Einon Frichtemann now? To present him with my request?
If the High King agrees, yes. We shall not oppose that decision. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to open the sanctuary. I warn you,
なんだと？
your voyage is far from over.
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince them as well. Where can I find them?
I do not know. And
な
I
んでやねん。
believe that it may be another trial on your path to find the one you seek.
Is he hiding? Has he been captured?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then, we have not heard from him. He was worried about the Renaigse. The last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important chiefs of the clans here at the council. There was Dedra, Blatnid, Ulan, and Dunkas.
My mother, alas, can tell us nothing more.
Yes, I heard about your loss, Siora. And divorced Tirse. Mourning is a difficult time to pass.
And divorced Tirse. Thank you, Glinda.
Dedra is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will find her in the village of Vedlug.
I've already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the Mal of the village of Vignamri, near the coast. It is said that he welcomes the Renaigse. As for Dunkas, he leads the Vigigidor. He is the chief of the Earth Healers. His village is not very far from the Didekid and Nad, I guess.
Very well. I will go and see them. Try to find this
ハオ。
high king.
国語じゃなくてハオに変わったんだ。
Qua while I'm sick. I hope that you will find him.
時間は残されていない。おお、研究時間うまいぞ。で、探すわけだ。話しに行くんだね、じゃあコンスタンティン。で、コンスタンティンのとこね。ちょっとなんかあれだよな、このゲームの原住民なんか、周りくどい言い方するからさ、すごいめんどくさいっていうか、なんでそんなことをするのみたいなことが多いね。じゃあ行っちゃいましょうか。大丈夫かな、あいつ。
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord Dorsey's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried.
どうしたどうしたどうした
And
どういうこ
then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his
と
retinue.
何堂々としてんのあいつ。
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord Dorsey has been attacked.
He believes. He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes, sir.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway, if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events. But know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By islander, do you mean the Denegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, sir. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here?
こういうあった場所を聞
Do
く。
you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No,
めっ
not
ちゃ見てますや
precisely.
ん、
I
後ろで
hadn't。gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
衛星の目的を
My
聞く。
cousin was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been
本当に？
potent. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition. But your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could
気
make
合入
ready.
りすぎだろ。
That sounds like him.
うん。
What sort of mess has he gotten himself into? Again.
I am sorry, sir, but I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Why
Well,
didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? Well, what could I
一人
have
で？
done?
え？
It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors. Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you, sir.
女王の道を追跡する。部族の 長であるデルドレ・ウラ・ダンカスに尋ねる。いやいや、コンスタンティン探さないとまずいだろ。まずそっちだろ。バカ野郎。ちょっと待って。待って。これ、今。バカ野郎だろ。普通に考えてコンスタンティン探すに決まってんだろ。何言ってんだよ。何やってんだあいつ。待ってろって言っただろ。バカ野郎。死んでなきゃいいけど、これで。バカ。ちょっと待って。一回待って。パーティー会でいい？これ、シオラじゃなくて。いや、でもいいか。シオラ多分、バナナちょっと活躍しそうだな。どこだ？いや、めっちゃ離れてますやん。石のアーチのキャンプって。方角は？あ、そんな遠くねえな。逆だ、逆。大丈夫？はい。こっちね。ザコども邪魔しやがって、この野郎。バカ野郎、邪魔すんじゃねえ。ザコが邪魔すんじゃねえ。こっちか。大丈夫か？
This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
It wasn't a landslide that did this.
大丈夫これ大丈夫？
A deadly one. I sure hope our little governor has escaped the carnage.
Search the
まあそうだ
zone. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what's happened here.
てか
The tents were lacerated by what looks like claws.
大丈
And
夫
there
こ
are
れ
traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts?
夜に襲われたってこと？
Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and there were animals among the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of Constantine or
死体がないって
Catasac's
どこに目
presence.
ついてんだ
Perhaps they were in
よ
another
あるやん
place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks.
死体があるけど気のせいこっちね
This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the zone and taken this path followed by their assailants.
追っていったんだでここで戦闘があったわけ
This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Catasac and Constantine were going.
めっちゃやられてますやん
Isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring.
安定させる場所
Where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy.
なるほど
Catasac wanted to use it to
で
bring relief
で
to
血
your
が必要ってこと
Perhaps. There are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find.
これ怪しいだろ
This blade is a native ritual knife. And this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual here. Could
血を捧げるってこ
Catasac
と
have found a better means to alleviate Constantine's symptoms?
だといいけどめっちゃ証拠あるやん
Corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly until the end. Neither Constantine nor Catasac are among them. Crater, without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. Constantine and Catasac must have been visiting this place. Perhaps performing some sort of healing
この中に
ritual.
答えがあるわけだ
When
け
the
ど
attack took place, the soldiers intervened, and many fell during the fight. But a group was able to escape down this path. We need to continue following their tracks.
こっちこっちだね
More
この先か
tracks. Footprints. They must have fled this way.
燃えてるよ
Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat.
めっちゃやられてま
These
すよ。
weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against?
なんで立ち向かったのか。バケモンがいるってこと？大
Another
型のモン
boat
スターがいる。
This path seems to have been scorched in
こっ
flames.
ちだから、こっちだったらまだいける。バーン、バーン、バーン、バーン、バーン。邪魔するな。邪魔するな。
More signs of an explosion. I can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions.
爆発系のモンス
These
ターがいるってこ
poor
と？
soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again? Or something else?
え、俺らが今向かおうとしてるそのバケモンは爆発系を使う的なのかね？いや、めっちゃ死んでるじゃん。
New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only the corpses
で
of
こいつ、
our
こい
own,
つクソ強いやつね。うん、
but
毒使
where
うや
could
つ。
these other soldiers have come from?
These are coin guard. But I
で、こい
couldn't
つ
tell
猛
you if
毒
they
使うや
served
つ
the。Bridge Alliance or Taleme.
なかなかだね。
More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them?
さすがにこのモンスターには俺でも苦戦するな。ここだね、足跡。
There are footprints.
うん。
Only a handful made it up to here. The path stops
Stay
on
by
this
it.
overhang, and despite signs of a
マジか、
skirmish,
マジで、こい
I
つらめん
can't
どくせ
see
えな。
any sign of Constantine.
アンドリーがめんどくせえな、ちょっと。マジか。こいつ勝てるのかな、ちょっと。青、青、あ、青。いけるか。で、なんか。ナイス、ナイス。
These vials look familiar. Katasach used the very same to stock his potions. He must have come here. I'm going to pick them up. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine, what have you gotten yourself into again?
トラブルメーカーだからな、あいつはな。
These rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. What could have happened here?
その敵は爆発系を使うのかね、わかんないけど。
I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is
Spyがいるって
carrying
こ
a
と？
letter. Let's see.
何？
According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge in some way be linked to this attack? That makes no sense. Very well. Let's sum things up. Constantine and Katasach definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual. But they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames.
火を使う敵がいるっ
Could
て
it
こ
be
とか。
magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked
疑ってはい
Katasach.
ないけどね。
Unless he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegad. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantine captive, he now has leverage to apply to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. But regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. We could return to Wen Xavier to learn more. Perhaps Katasach returned there. Or maybe his Voglendai could tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers were involved in the combat, or at least the end of it. They must have some stories for us.
I doubt that the Alliance would have decided to openly attack their ally. Don't forget that they owe their continued presence on the island to you.
And thanks to you, I know. But their men were there, on the cliff. And Constantine is no longer among us. Maybe those men are still loyal to the preceding commander. However, one way or another, Constantine is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
い ヤンベシャベイのエイタンに尋ねる。まず村なのか、何これ。書類系か。はいはい。いきなり村調べるってなるとなんか、急になんか、どうなんだろうね。私たちを疑うのかとかさ、なっちゃうから、ね。ちょっとこっち先行くか。前衛基地。まずキャンプに戻ろう。で、この先行けばいいのかな。この先に前衛基地があるから、そこでちょっと調べるってことですな。こいつら、どうなんだろう。ブリッジ同盟結構、割とやべえやつばっかだったからな。それかなんだろう。野生の動物に襲われて、それ原住民見つけたから、襲われたっていう可能性もあるからな。そこのところちょっと考えていくと、ちょっとどうなの、怪しいよな、ここも。どうだろうか。はい。
Colonials. You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
Desarde. I am legate of the congregation of merchants on this
そうだ。
island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. Captain Idris. I am the ranking officer in charge of this Bridge Alliance outpost. What can I do for you, sir?
コンスタティンの実装について尋
I'm
ねる。
looking for Constantine Dorsey, the island governor of the congregation of merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rat hole?
ネズミの
My
巣だな。
cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died. But we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive. Wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten.
忘れ去
I
れられ
wouldn't
た。
risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
And they are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the cliff top?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. But I was hoping...
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men.
それ
You
な。
don't do anything.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well. You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me?
主張する。まあ、金を出すか。
I can see how difficult your present situation has become. I'm certain you haven't been paid either for quite some time. I cannot solve all of your problems. But what would you say if I took care of that one, at least?
A little gold would certainly improve the morale of my men. One of the men I'd posted there returned during the night.
A survivor? Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man.
めっちゃいい人
Anything
だ。
else?
I need to be
行こ
going.
う。
I would very much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
証言集める。生き残ったやつが どこ？あ、あそこね。はいはい。急にミッション変わるのやめてほしいね。うん。これね。こいつか。
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary.
I know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
What are you saying? Is the soldier...
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. I no longer have a single remedy. And now that we have a wounded patient, I can only wipe water on his brow and hope.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow him to survive?
Yes, at least I think so. It's a known potion that heals burns.
I see. Give me the recipe. We'll go and see that it's prepared for you.
Thank you. Because of you, this poor boy might be able to survive his wounds.
あれや、少年。最高のポーション。ここで作れるの？え？俺持ってる説ない？はい。
Were you able to concoct?
Yes, I was.
作れた
Give
ぜ。
it to me. I'll take care of this.
はい。
We must wait and be patient now.
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon enough. This potion is extremely potent.
And if he survives, when could we speak to him?
Come back tomorrow at the same time. We'll know more then.
了解了解。
Very well. I'll come back tomorrow.
See you
時
soon.
間飛ばすんだね。
And thank you again for your help.
はいはいはいはい。これでちょうどいいのかな？時間的には。はい。
Hello, soldier. How are you doing?
Better. A lot better. Are you the one who saved me?
そうだ。
The nurse told me.
I simply prepared the potion that she told me how to make. Nothing more. Could you tell me what happened during the attack?
I will try. They're not really memories I'm fond to bring back. A lot of my friends died up there. We were posted up on the peak to follow rebel movement. It had been a couple of days when we heard sounds of fighting not far from our position. Men were screaming in our own language. So we went to see what was happening. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect a young man. He seemed dire ill.
Constantine Katasak and his escort. Who were they fighting against?
Dozens of wild animals. They seemed completely enraged and intent on devouring them. And there were flames.
Flames? Where were they coming from?
I don't know. My friends and other soldiers fell one after the other. I didn't see everything. All was blood and confusion with beasts and fire. But I thought I saw another islander. Big. He's the one who took the sickened man. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I was wounded and I passed out. I came to when I heard voices of islanders approaching. Rebels. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish off the wounded. I got up with difficulty and fled. I dragged myself here. And you know the rest.
I'm going to have to go and find these rebels.
You shouldn't do that. They killed all of my friends. You take a great risk.
That's enough. Rest now. You're still far from having recovered.
Yes, it's best I leave now. I've learned enough. I'll have a word with your captain. Goodbye.
そうだな。マジか。なるほど。反乱軍にあったわけか、もしかしたら。じゃあそしたら次回、反乱軍を見つけて、倒すんではないでしょうか。今回時間も来ましたので、この辺で終わらせようと思います。ご視聴ありがとうございました。またどっかでお会いしましょう。ほんじゃ、またな。